This week on LatterDay News.
From the Conference Center Theater in Salt Lake City, Utah, this is the Saturday morning session of the 191st Annual General Conference.
A LatterDay News exclusive General Conference highlights.
Praise the mount I'm fixed upon it, mount of thy redeeming love.
And later, LatterDay News concludes with 8-year-old Claire Crosby. But first, your special LatterDay News feature, General Conference highlights.
My dear brothers and sisters and friends throughout the world, I offer my personal welcome to this General Conference.
Easter weekend, President Nelson welcomed everyone to the 191st General Conference as the first speaker. Conference was once again in the familiar COVID protocol with no public audience. This would now be the third time that General Conference would follow COVID-19 guidelines and broadcast a virtual conference.
As I announce our plans to construct 20 more temples.
One of the biggest announcements was the location of 20 new temples. Temples were announced as far away as Oslo, Norway to Cape Town, South Africa, and Burley, Idaho to Smithfield, Utah. This was the second largest temple announcement at conference. President Nelson was only outdone by President Hinckley in 1998 with an announcement to build 32 temples. However, he did not specify locations.
My dear brothers and sisters, my call to you this Easter morning is to start today to increase your faith.
Aside from the new temple announcements, President Nelson spoke on the topic of faith.
Faith in Jesus Christ is the greatest power available to us in this life. All things are possible to them that believe. Your growing faith in Him will move mountains, not the mountains of rock that beautify the earth, but the mountains of misery in your lives.
He gave 5 ways we can increase our faith: study the gospel, choose to believe, act in faith, partake of sacred ordinances, and ask God to help you.
It is proposed that we sustain as the new primary general presidency Camille N. Johnson as president.
During General Conference, a new general primary presidency was called. Sister Camille Johnson as president, and Susan Porter and Amy Wright as first and second counselor.
On this beautiful Easter morning, President Nelson expressed a great desire to have speakers from throughout the world.
One full session of conference was filled with church leaders from around the globe. Some of the talks were even recorded outside the United States. Native speakers from Brazil to Germany and Hong Kong to Zimbabwe, as well as other foreign-born speakers, gave their talks. And finally, one of the most pleasant highlights from conference came from the international choirs. A group of men and women from Mérida, Mexico sang Redeemer of Israel. Also, a children's choir of 50 girls from South Korea sang I Love to See the Temple. And a choir of children from around the world sang, I am a child of God. And that's your General Conference highlights. And finally, LatterDay News concludes with a beautiful rendition of Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing by 8-year-old Claire Crosby and her parents.
Of every blessing, tune my heart to sing thy grace. Streams of mercy.
You can check out their video that has almost 500,000 views on YouTube.
Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it. Prone to leave the God I love. Here's my heart, oh, take and seal it for thy courts
next week on LatterDay News.
Ready for this?
Hi, is Chuck home? ¿Me permiten darles mi testimonio?
Sí, por favor.
We take a look at a new movie coming to theaters. Yep, this is what a mission looked like before COVID. Come back every Friday for more LatterDay News.